All right, guys, welcome back to week two results of my what I'm now calling Chasing 230. I will be referring to my current goals as chasing 230 yards for a 230-yard carry on my drivers, because that is really my primary goal between now and May 1st. And just as a quick reminder, this all comes from me sharing a few weeks ago a video regarding a framework that I've been working on, and the primary parts of it I call assess, aim, and advance. So I've assessed my weight and my current driver swing speed at the time, as well as my carry distance, and kind of some things related to that I think could use some improvement. And then I set some goals, some targets, and a system that I can implement to try to pursue those goals. And now I'm in the middle of advancing towards those goals. So this is going to be hopefully a quick update, but also I'm doing things in a little bit different format here this week. I'm going to share my screen. You're going to look at a Google Sheet here in a minute and a Google Doc, and I might take a quick look at Awesome Golf for how they show the data. I'd like to get people's thoughts. If you have thoughts on, if you understand how to read things about your golf swing from a golf simulator, and you have thoughts based on what you're seeing that I might work on to unlock more distance, I would value your thoughts. I'd really like to hear those. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and make sure I share the correct screen and see if this goes as planned. Give me just a second here. All right, so now we have my Google Sheet here. This is what I created, I don't know, probably sometime in December to start off this whole endeavor. The first week, you can see I have some NAs in there because I just didn't have data. I didn't have good data or accurate data. I might not have had any data. But then I looked at my swing speed on January 10th. I think I only got one actual session in on the 10th. And then this week, I got 3 sessions in for my driver. And I'm starting in the wrong spot here, but we're just going to go with it. So with my driver carry distance, because that is my primary goal, I'm chasing 230. You can see that's what I'm calling this here now. I'm trying to get to that 230-yard carry, ideally by May 1st. That's kind of an interesting date. I'm doing most of this on by Saturday to Saturday, and actually on April 25th, which is a Saturday, me and a couple of buddies are going to go to American Dunes over in Grand Haven, Michigan, and play our first big round of golf, I guess, if you will, for the year. So I'm really excited about that. So anyways, I'm hoping to be able to drive the ball somewhat straight and further by that point. And really the big idea behind that, the primary driver, is to get myself in scoring position more often, more frequently, I guess. I'll still have to work on some of that stuff, but I'm trying to get myself to the point where I'm in scoring position to work on some of that stuff, to get more greens in regulation, if you will. So anyways, this is where I'm at with the driver now. I'm actually very excited about where I'm at. This might not look impressive to some people, but I'm pretty happy with where I'm at right now with my average carry. I'll show you here in just a minute what my max was today and where that's going and what gives me some hope. So I'm just going to work my way backwards here. Oh, by the way, I didn't mention, I don't think. So this is 100. I did 105 swings during sessions this week, and what I'm doing is I'm taking my 10 best swings from each session. So this represents a total of 30 swings from all that to give me my current averages. I don't know if that's the best approach, but that's the approach I'm choosing to take, so I can kind of see some progress in that regard. Because I feel like that's where my potential is. So I might not have it there yet, but that's kind of where I'm at. If you have thoughts on that approach, let me know that as well. My swing speed that's producing that, if it'll turn over there, is my average actual swing speed this week was about 90.4 miles per hour, which is ahead of where I wanted to be. I was hoping to be, I was expecting to maybe increase a half mile per hour per week. However, I've learned some of the things about mechanics and how I need to improve what my actual swing is to get more speed out of what I already have. So that's helped me increase that quite a bit. And I expect this to maybe take another jump. I don't know if it'll be real drastic, but I'm learning some things. I'm hoping to get more north of 90 here. So that will obviously result in more yards. So, but anyways, I'm happy with the progress there. And I'm probably, and this isn't as golf related, but I'm probably most happy with what's happening with my weight. I haven't lost a ton of weight yet, but what I've what I'm gaining in strength that I can feel and mobility that I can feel really is significant, and I'm really excited about that. I do believe my tracking has been somewhat accurate when it comes to my meals. So I'm using the MyFitnessPal, and so sometimes I have to make sure I definitely remember to log my last meal and all that. And like I said, I'm really focused on the protein and the calories primarily. I wanted to be 100 grams of protein or more per day, and somewhere in the 1,800 to 2,200 calories per day. So even if I'm not tracking everything 100% accurately, I know I'm going to be in the ballpark. So I'm feeling pretty good about where those things are at. But also these are the targets. These are the things I'm trying to do. And if you watch the my first video, or if you catch that, or see things later as I try to keep these things in mind. A goal without a system is not really a good goal. So there's a system behind it. I just want to real fast show you what my system is when it comes to my workouts specifically. So this will show my mobility training, my strength training, and my swing training. The mobility training I'm doing every day, so literally every day, so Sunday through Saturday. And I got this mostly from Friar Fitness Golf on Instagram. So if you haven't seen any of his content, if you're on Instagram, look him up. He's got some pretty interesting stuff on there, especially in the mobility space. But I'm doing 20 standing open books, 20 upper bodies twist, 20 bent over Y raises. At least that's what I've seen. I looked that one up, make sure I had a name for that one. And then 20 monk squats and 20 full body waves. Doing those every day. And I really think I've got some tightness that was in my back and my shoulders that really is feeling better than it has in quite a while. So I'm pretty excited about that. I've not been doing the foundation training very often. This is if you look up foundation training on YouTube, there's a 12-minute video on doing different exercises to really try to prevent back injuries. So I maybe should be doing more of that, but I've been feeling good with the workouts I'm doing. So we'll see how that goes. But that one's not as prominent at this point for me. The strength training is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I really did get most of this from Golf Gains Fitness. I also found him on Instagram. I did download a PDF he's got. He's got some things you can do with him. But the kettlebell swings, dumbbell rows, dumbbell punches, split squats, single arm planks, all these things are things that I'm doing 3 days a week. And man, I'm really feeling the difference. That doesn't look like a very intense workout, but for me, for where I'm at right now, I really am seeing and feeling the results. I'm pretty excited about that. I'm not focused as much on the ball striking, but I am doing some things. So I just kind of wanted to show that real quick. And really, the three sources that I have grabbed most of what I'm working on, what I'm actually using right now, is from Coach Bauman, who's also on Instagram, and he's newer on YouTube. So you can find him on either one of those places. And then Bryson DeChambeau, I don't think I have to introduce him to anyone who's in the golf world. And then Tom Segudo is another guy who I found on YouTube when I first started getting back into golf last year. But really, Coach Bauman and Bryson DeChambeau are the ones who I'm probably following the most right now and where I'm learning from. But I do have one drill from Tom that I found recently that really helped me with, especially with my irons. It's not a distance related thing, but it's gonna help me as I go along. So I'm keeping a couple of videos in my YouTube list from all these guys right now. That's helping me quite a bit. And actually, here in a couple of weeks, I think it is, I'm gonna do a driver training seminar with Coach Bauman on Zoom with a group of people. So I'm not sure how many people are there or what format that is exactly, but I'm pretty excited to see how that goes. Just because I enjoy it. My speed training, really, I'm doing 30 to 50 swings, full swings for each session. But beforehand, I'm just doing a little bit of warm up. And again, I can share links if you guys want them. If you have questions about, hey, what are you following from these guys that you actually like? Just let me know, and I can share links with those in the comments or whatever. Because I really want to make sure these guys get credit for what I'm showing you, because I wouldn't have this knowledge if it wasn't for anyone who I went and found it from. So I think that's it for this week. I really do appreciate you. Sorry, I'm trying to stop sharing my screen here. I really do appreciate you following along and paying attention to what I'm doing. This is helping me a lot with my own personal accountability. I really want to stick with my goals for my weight, for my physical weight, and for my golf game, but also the YouTube thing. I'm just putting this out there. This is a new habit I'm trying to do and see where this goes. See if I can be of help to anyone. So if you have any thoughts on like my setup, how things are going, like I'm open to hearing what people think. I've got my golf clubs intentionally in the background, but also this is where I work when I work from home. So this is my setup, and I have a little putting thing down at the bottom there that I grabbed a couple weeks ago and just got that rack. So I might do a couple of little reviews on some of that stuff, just things that I found that it's helpful for me, and if it's helpful for you, great. I think that's it for this week. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next week. And until then, have a great rest of your week. Thank you.